Hello! So this was our group's first downing of Crota at the end of the new 390 light level Crota's End raid. We were lucky enough to finish in just 2 swords, which seems pretty decent at this point. It also helped that we had a couple of us who were pretty familiar with using the sword, because for the challenge mode in this raid, no one person can use the sword twice, which means you can't even drop it and pick it back up. Like for example, since I'm on the Blade Dancer, I would normally drop the sword, melee Crota to go invisible, then pick up the sword again and carry on from there. However, with the way the challenge mode is set up, you can't do that. You have to hold the sword in your hands the entire time that you're using it, and then another person has to do it for the second sword, and then the third if you do need a third sword. I still think it's easiest to do the sword as a Blade Dancer, simply because you can go invisible and go right up in his face. You are the harbinger of doom, the sneaky snake hiding in the shadows.
Hit Crota.
Oh boy, did you see that one coming? Cause he sure as heck did not. So as you can see, partly because I was able to go invisible there, I was able to get in and get 4 solid hits on him before he was able to get up from the knee animation, which this is going to take about 17 total hits. Even though the screen went kind of wonky there during the second stretch of hits against Crota because the Oversoul exploded, I'm still pretty sure I got 4 solid hits in. It might have been only 3, but I also activated that super. This in itself does a solid 2 or 3 swords worth of damage to Crota, so as soon as that's available, you're going to want to trigger that. It can also help speed up your time between attacks. As for our actual party setup, we were pretty evenly split between people running Gjallarhorn or Sleeper Simulant. The Simulant can take down the Oversoul in just 3 shots. For some extra security, we had 2 of us shooting 2 shots apiece, but we never had any issues actually bringing the Oversoul down. The other group members with the Gjallarhorn, they use those to bring down Crota for the swordbearer because it's freaking sweet, man. However, the single most important thing for any group is to communicate well and have each person know what they're supposed to be doing.
It's rotating. Wait, hold on.
Yet. Just juking us
Sneaky
out.
snake. Now. Go snag. Go sneaky slither.
We can do it, guys. We got this.
Yeah.
We also used the Titan's bubble strategy to draw the attention of the boomers, and by popping the bubble where we have it, it draws the boomers away from the swordbearer. And as long as the swordbearer doesn't go too far left on Crota's platform, he'll be pretty safe. The way we're using the bubble here is to not necessarily be inside of it all the time, but to just pop it right on the edge of that platform so that it shields us from the boomers' attacks, and we can just pop in and out whenever we need to get weapons of light, which makes a pretty big difference. Overall though, it simply just takes a lot of bit of patience and a little bit of luck, and eventually you'll get it. If we can, most people probably can. It's a fun raid though. I really enjoyed it. I think Bungie did a lot of really good things with this reboot of Crota's End, and it makes me super pumped for the upcoming raids here in the next few weeks. Good luck!